Well, welcome on back to Custom Works, and I'm your host, Clint Allen. Let's get on rolling here with the August 2021 vehicle recalls. And of course, top of the list right away is Ford. So what have we got going on with Ford today? The 2021 Ford Escape, the Lincoln Corsair, 2021-2022 Ford Bronco Sport. Grand total of the recall is going to be 13,334 vehicles. The reason for the recall is going to be the fuel delivery module. Yep. That's going to leak inside the tank and cause low fuel pressure to the fuel system that the computer oversees in the motor, and of course is going to stall the engine out. And once that happens, you don't have any steering and your brakes are very difficult to operate. Could end up stalling the vehicle. So here we go again. Granted, Ford sources these parts from different manufacturers throughout the world, but really, fuel pump, this is something that it's not new technology. We've been having in the tank fuel pumps for since the 80s, on a mass production scale. Whoever is building these fuel pumps, the old thing, the old buck, we gotta save a buck, and we're gonna make cheaper parts in order to do it. So once again, if you have those models, you'll be receiving a letter in the mail quite soon here to get them in and get them repaired. What can one say about that? So next on our list here is the 2016 through 2018 Kia Forte, the Kia Coupe, 2018-2019 Kia Rio, manufacturer Kia Motors, and what we have affected here is a total of 253,074 vehicles where the trunk latch may become damaged, preventing the opening of the trunk from inside, where a person inside the trunk compartment can become trapped and end up getting injured, because they're going to be, if it's a summer situation, you're going to cook in there just like an oven, if you can imagine how awful that would be. Amazingly, I took a quick look into this. It's not a big number, but in my opinion, any death is sad. But since 1978, which it looks like that's when they first started actually keeping these numbers on hand, it looks like an average of 38 people per year die in trunks. Who would have thought? But anyways, another site had said that approximately 20 children per year die in trunks, and that's age 14 and under. And if you think about it for a moment, if a younger child gets stuck in the trunk and it's hotter than the bejesus out, chances of them having the mindset to figure out that there's actually a trunk latch, in the darkness of a trunk while you're basting, and pull on that, that maybe we could do something actually even more better than that. I know some of those latches glow in the dark, but you open the trunk, you close the trunk, it's not going to get charged up by light. I don't know. Maybe you have the answers. Put them in the comments below of what you think. could be done differently there. You know, yes, I know it's not a lot of deaths, but still, it's deaths and it's no good. So next on our list here, you know, Volkswagen. Here we go again. The good old Volkswagen back in the news again. The 2022 Volkswagen Taos. You know, it's August of 2021. We're already recalling vehicles for 2022. Ay caramba. But anyways, the recall on the 2022 Volkswagen Taoses, total of 5,087 at this point, and only the units that are equipped with the all-wheel drive. The engine control unit, the ECU software computer, may cause a stall when coming to a stop. An engine stall increases the risk of a crash, and the solution that they have come up with is they're just going to reprogram the computer and take care of that variance in the computer so it doesn't stop or quit out. Which brings you to the fact that, you know, do we not test anything anymore? I mean, do we just do everything guess be golly? Does the company that makes the computer go, well, you know, it looks like the engineered drawing, ship her on out? When Volkswagen gets it, they're like, well, hey, that's what we ordered. Put her in the car. You know, test it. We don't have time for that. Heck, you know, let's just get them out the door. Get them out the door. Unbelievable. Truly just unbelievable. But next on our list, the 2017 through 2018 Hyundai Sonata, the 2018 through 2020 Hyundai Accent, the 2016 and 2017 Hyundai Azera, manufactured by Hyundai Motor Company. Number of vehicles affected is a whopping 348,158 cars. Anyways, same situation. Trunk latch can become damaged over time, preventing opening from the inside. Person can get trapped in there. The solution is that when you get the letter, and you're going to be getting a letter, anybody who owns these vehicles, whether you bought it new or you bought it used, they're going to run the old database in every state, and whoever has these cars are going to get a letter, get them in, get it fixed. You know, it's not a lot of deaths per year, but then again, you know, if it's your dog, your cat, your child, you know, you get her in, get her fixed. It's going to be free. So next on the list here is the Toyota is recalling certain 2019 through 2020 Yaris's hatchbacks, and the Yaris sedan. A impeller within the low pressure fuel pump may crack or disform, potentially causing the fuel pump to fail. Fuel pump failure may cause a engine stall, increasing the risk of a crash, because once again, the motor shuts down, your brakes lose their boosting power. In some cases, brake systems are all computerized now, and you might not have any brakes whatsoever, but you know, that one I'm just kind of, you know, shooting in the dark on. But considering that everything's computerized, even if you lose your battery power in a vehicle and you got the electric sliding doors, well, guess what? Yeah, they don't work. You know, geniuses, absolute geniuses. Once again, the fuel pump failure, this is nothing new. This is not new technology. It's just, you know, the corporate companies trying to save a buck and trying to screw the consumer, who's paying them more than what these new cars are worth, in my opinion. But next recall should be nothing new. You know, every list General Motors is on it, so how they remain in business, God only knows. But 2022 through 2020 Cadillac CT4, CT5, once again manufacturer General Motors. Of these vehicles affected is 34,157. The roof rail side curtain airbag may not have been incorrectly or correctly installed. You know, did we fail to train somebody on the assembly line? You know. So since they're not installed correctly or not fastened correctly, the airbag may not even deploy, or if it does deploy, it could you know, hurt somebody severely in the car or kill them. And you're going to get a letter from GM. You know, that's something that, you know, you want to get in there right away, and hope, and only hope, you've got a, you know, an ASE certified technician that just didn't think it was a grandioso idea to become a mechanic, who doesn't have his heart in the job. And hopefully you get a guy that, you know, has his heart in his job, and that's the job that he loves, and is going to go through that vehicle and make sure that everything is correctly done. So, because let's face it, you know, you're not going to know until you have a collision, and that's when you're going to find out if the guy did it right. Yep. Good old GM. But anyways, next on our list, the 2021 Volkswagen ID4, the 2021 Audi A4, A5, A6, A7, A8, e-tron, Q3, Q5, Q7, Q8, RS5, RS6, RS7, RX, Q8, S4. You know, basically everything that Volkswagen and Audi are manufacturing in 2021. Basically, the rear seat belt automatic locking retractors may deactivate early, which can prevent the child restraint system from securing properly. A unsecured child restraint system can increase the risk of injury. You know, and you know, this is sad, and I understand, once again, this is a situation where auto manufacturers go and source their parts from different companies, the cheapest bidders throughout the world, and through this recall update, you're going to see that this is coming up a lot. So they must get them all from the same manufacturer, and the same manufacturer is screwing it up. But the point is that German engineering at one point in time actually meant something, and clearly they're just throwing that out the door for profit. You know, it's sad. It's just absolutely sad. Back again, General Motors, not a problem with their vehicle though, but the 2021 and 2022 Chevrolet Equinox and the GMC Terrain, approximately 7,082 that are equipped with the hand hook tires. Now, keep in mind that, you know, the first pneumatic tire was made like 176 years ago. You know, we're in 2021 now. We haven't figured out how the hell to make tires hand hook. But anyways, hand hook tires are the issues, and what happens is that the tread separates, which of course is going to have the vehicle be wonky, and the tire is going to blow out. There's all kinds of safety concerns there, and of course it's going to happen at the most, you know, convenient time. And basically you're going to get the letter in the mail. You're going to take it on in there. There's a DOT number which is on the side of the tire. The manufacturer already knows which, from DOT number to DOT number, which ones need to be replaced, and you're going to get a new set of tires there. You know, what can you say? I'm sure General Motors called up Hand Hook and said, hey, we're going to have X amount of cars coming off our assembly line, so we're going to need X amount of tires. Our warranty on these vehicles are until X amount of thousands of miles, and, you know, make her come out to that. And I'm sure they did. And in the process, of course, you know, you got a crappy tire, and now they got over 7,000 of them that they have to replace. Let's see here, the 2021 Volkswagen ID4, recall number 2. Incorrect rear outboard seat belt assemblies without the automatic locking retractor function may have been installed. So, you know, nobody checked this. They just, you know, they just went into the warehouse and said, Joel, grab them tires there. Grab them seatbelt retractors there. Yeah, there. Grab them knobs there. We'll just throw those in until the other stuff comes in, you know. Anyways, it's going to cause a situation where the restraint system is not securing properly, and the part of it is the unsecured child restraint system. And of course, you know, in a collision, if that's not working properly, if you've ever seen a collision or been in a collision, stuff in the vehicle becomes, you know, airborne. And the heavier that they are, like a child, you know, through the windshield. So good job, manufacturers, making sure that all this stuff is up to quality so it doesn't kill us or our kids. You know, but yeah, maybe there's a reason why we can't get service at Taco Bell. They're working for Volkswagen now. But either which way, next on the list, and I normally don't do high-end cars, but this one right here, I just thought I would hit on the 2021 Lamborghini Urus. The middle rear passenger seat belt automatically locking retractors may deactivate early, which can prevent the child restraint system from securing properly. A unsecured child restraint system can increase the risk of an injury during a crash. You know, I love the way that, you know, the federal motor safety, you know, lightly puts everything, instead of saying in case of an accident it'll shoot your child out through the windshield. But you know, they are what they are. And let's hit down on the second thing here. Lamborghini Urus is about, you know, $218,000. You know, supposedly, you know, hand-built cars, low production, high quality. That's, you know, why you're paying $218,000 plus, you know, the old prestige going on, and you know, you can't even put your child in it that could be possibly killed. You know, great job, Lamborghini. But you know, this is all new to them. They've only done two-door cars, so you know, putting a child in another seat is something that they probably are all standing around the water cooler and the old engineering thing going, 4 seats, huh? 5 passengers. This is new. But anyways, 2021 Infiniti Q50, Q60, QX80, manufacturer Nissan Motors. Number of vehicles is 3,569. A software error may deactivate the audio-video control unit screen, preventing the rear view image from displaying. A rear view camera that does not display an image, reducing the driver's rear view, increasing the risk of a crash. All right, so let's soak ourselves into that one. I didn't know you drove in reverse all the time, where you need a camera back there that you need to view. And you know, I'm old school, don't get me wrong. When I get into my vehicle, I always make sure that, you know, my child isn't behind it, or a trash can isn't behind it, because, you know, when I get in a vehicle, I actually drive. I don't, you know, stare at my phone 24 hours a day and drive. I don't stare at my phone 24 hours a day while I'm getting in the car. You know, I see beyond that. I look what's going on and actually drive a vehicle. But that's a whole nother argument for another day. So what have we got going on here? The 2020 BMW M340i, the 5 Series, the X3, the X4, the 7 Series, the 2019 through 2021 BMW Z4, and the Toyota Supra. Once again, the BMW, well, Toyota went to BMW because there was a high demand for another Supra, and they didn't want to invest the time, so what they did was they just took a BMW platform. You remember the old plastic models, so if you were like me, you played around, you had a 4-wheel drive truck, and then you took a body from like a Chevelle and put her on there. Well, that's what Toyota and BMW is doing. So basically you're getting a BMW with Toyota lipstick. But anyways, during the engine start, the engine management software may cause a loss of brake assist. Fully mechanical braking without assist will remain, but you'll lose the boost and may increase the ideals of a crash. Well, if you've ever had opportunity to drive a vehicle that did not have the booster vacuum operating correctly, well, I'm here to tell you it's a real heck of a son of a gun to stop. You have the both feet on that brake pedal. That booster really makes a huge difference. And the fact that you'd be going down the road with your brand new Supra, sports car, or BMW, the ultimate driving machine, except somewhere down along the line we just don't ultimately stop. But either which way, bet you that was a surprise when this started happening. So anyways, it's sad that we have to run everything through a computer. If we could stop this, we could stop the majority of problems in the manufacturing industry from ever happening. Just stop computerizing everything. 2022 Mitsubishi Outlanders. So once again, we're in 2021. We just had the model year changeover to 2022, and we're already recalling the Mitsubishi Outlander, a total of 3,780 of them, which, they probably made 4,000. The front and second row passenger seatbelt automatically lock retractors may deactivate early, which can prevent a child restraint system from securing properly. A unsecured child restraint system can increase the risk of injury during the crash, meaning that, through the windshield, there goes your child. And what they're going to do is, of course, like I said earlier, send you out a letter. You're going to take it in there, and they will be replacing those parts. What can you say? But anyways, these are the current recalls for August 2021. And as they roll on in, we'll keep on updating you. So until next time, you take it easy and you have a good day. You're still here yet? It's over. Oh, I know. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell, and that'll tell you when our next video comes up. Until then, go home.